In line with what we do every Monday in partnership with Enough is Enough, right? We want to discuss the legacy of historical activism against gender-based violence in Nigeria. So for decades, women have been subjected to various forms of violence affecting their safety and well-being. Addressing these issues requires a collective effort. So historical context, right? Gender-based violence in Nigeria, there's been systemic inequalities, forms of violence, social barriers. For systemic inequalities, some societal norms undermine women's rights and limit opportunity. Of course, there's domestic abuse. There's also restrictions on autonomy. Pioneering activism in Nigeria, or activists in Nigeria's fight against gender-based violence are Hajia, Gambo, Sawaba, Bisi, Adeleye-Fayemi. We also have Oluwa Sheun Ayodeji Oshowobi. Then we have Obi, of course, you know her, Obiageli Ezekwesili. Of course, profit organizations that are combating gender-based violence today are organizations like Stand Up to Rape, Women's Rights Advancement and Protection Alternative, Project Alert, Violence Against Women, then Mirabel Centre. In fact, Mirabel Centre, I met them many years ago.
Well, there's several non-profit organizations combating gender-based violence today. Like you have said, Project Alert, Women's Rights Advancement, Mirabel Centre, etc. The non-profit organizations combating gender-based violence also that comprise of Women of Risk, Women Advocates Research, Dorothy Njemanze Foundation, Africa Women's Development Fund, Nigeria. These are some of the government agencies that are combating gender-based violence today. Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA. They work to address and prevent domestic and sexual violence through various support services. Ekiti State's GBV Management Committee, established by the government of Ekiti State to coordinate the state's response to gender-based violence and implementation of Ekiti State GBV Prohibition Act of 2019 as provided by the law. Now, here's a call to action for the Nigerian government to, number one, ensure strict enforcement of laws with severe penalties for perpetrators, provide funding and resources to government agencies tasked with supporting survivors and combat gender-based violence, strengthen and update laws to offer better protection for women and girls, run public awareness campaigns to educate people on preventing and addressing gender-based violence, and finally, promotion of initiatives that will stop victim blaming and focus on holding offenders accountable. Gender-based violence is a critical issue that requires our immediate attention and action. It is essential that we acknowledge its impact and work collectively to eliminate it from our society.
Absolutely, absolutely. And remember to always, be informed, stay informed, join the Office of the Citizens, the WhatsApp group. It's so easy. You can just scan the code that you're seeing there, the barcode you're seeing there, or you just, search for them online. It's very, very important that we stay informed. We have the power to actually make a huge change.